The broad mission of the land bank is to try to reclaim properties, to try to better neighborhoods, to remove blight, and try to be as collaborative as we can with existing community development partners so that we can try to improve neighborhoods. Demolition is key because as a result of the foreclosure crisis, thousands and thousands of vacant and abandoned, stripped out homes have resulted in the aftermath of all of that. So before we can stabilize neighborhoods, we have to try to stabilize and prevent the hemorrhaging. And so what that includes in large part is a large-scale demolition of all these homes that are beyond any kind of ability to repair, so that we can clear the blight out for neighborhoods so that they're not dealing with the blight, the immediate blight. Many partnerships we have. They exist on multiple levels. We have partnerships with the city of Cleveland, of course, and the inner ring suburbs, because that's where the majority and the bulk of these properties come from. So we have arrangements with all of the cities to do demolitions at strategic locations. We also have partnerships with many cities to do things beyond demolition, and we also have partnerships with a number of large bulk holders of these properties, being Fannie Mae, HUD, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, and of course we take a lot from tax foreclosure. But our partnerships span across the county in terms of the county agencies, and they span across the bulk holders of these properties. The process is initially to assess the property, to make sure that, of course, that it's vacant and abandoned. We want to make sure that we don't hit a house where people are living in it. But then we put the house through an assessment in terms of whether it has good bones on it. And if it has good bones on it, we will then decide whether it's in a market that would allow us to recoup some of our capital if we went to fix it. And if we can't do that, then it would go onto a demolition list. Properties that are way too far gone, those properties we pretty much size that up early on, and they go onto a demolition list. From there, we provide all of the asbestos surveys, we provide all of the environmental surveys, and we apply for permits like any other demolition contractor, and then we go and hit those buildings. Any number of things can happen. If it's a vacant lot that doesn't have an immediate use, we typically will transfer that to the city where that property is, but we also try to position those properties for urban gardens or for side yards for neighbors who want to expand their lot, or for larger assemblages, either for economic development or for larger scale urban uses, urban gardens, urban farming, or just amenity strips. The long-term vision is to stabilize the tax base by removing as much blight as possible and repositioning the land for productive reuse.